it was shocking how effective the green tea polyphenols were in stopping those blood vessels that were feeding the cancer. Mangiferin protects your stem cells. All right, it's kind of like a little shield around the stem cells because all these other forces might be weakening them. When we feed our healthy gut bacteria, they actually release substances called short-chain fatty acids that lower inflammation. They boost our immune system. They help us heal.
Meet Dr. William Li, a world-renowned medical doctor and researcher with Harvard training. Dr. Li is also a New York Times best-selling author, celebrated for his book, Eat to Beat Disease. Recently, he released another insightful book titled Eat to Beat Your Diet.
In my book, Eat to Beat Disease, I got it right here. Check it out. If you haven't read it, I strongly recommend it. Eat to Beat Disease. It's got a lot of stuff in here about food doses and all the different kinds of foods that can activate your health defenses to fight cancer. This whole section is about cancer-fighting foods in there.
The fruit.
Mango. All right. I love mangoes. I love a really sweet mango. Mangoes are a great source of dietary fiber, and they actually have a bioactive called mangiferin. All right.
How it protects stem cell and regrow.
Now, mangiferin helps stem cells protect themselves, and you want stem cells to be protected in order to be able to help them do all they can do. Now, when do stem cells get injured or assaulted, where you need to protect them? Turns out that if you have too much sugar in the bloodstream, now admittedly mangoes are pretty sweet, but if you have hyperglycemia, so this is people with diabetes or pre-diabetes, the super high sugary blood content actually stuns stem cells. Super high salt content stuns stem cells. Mangiferin can protect against that. And the other thing that injures stem cells or stuns stem cells, cigarette smoke, primary cigarette smoke, secondary smoke, actually will stun your stem cells. And drinking alcohol is really, really bad for your stem cells. And so is super high blood lipids or cholesterol in your bloodstream. That also stuns your stem cells. Look, I talked about a lot of situations you can stun your stem cells. That's why I brought up mangoes, because mangiferin protects your stem cells. All right, it's kind of like a little shield around the stem cells because all these other forces might be weakening them. So I mentioned mango also has a good source of dietary fiber. Dietary fiber, good for gut health, the gut microbiome, 39 trillion bacteria, a lot of them in your gut, lower part of the gut, the colon. And mangoes, by having dietary fiber, we're feeding our healthy gut bacteria too. When we feed our healthy gut bacteria, they actually release substances called short-chain fatty acids that lower inflammation. They boost our immune system. They help us heal, all right, as well. And this is research I've done at MIT looking at, the impact of gut bacteria and gut health in wound healing. And you can even double the rate of wound healing with the right probiotics to actually help to prompt the gut microbiome to be able to do the right thing. It's quite amazing.
How it helps to starve cancer.
One of them is mango. I love mangoes. They're juicy, sweet, filled with fiber. They got lots of vitamins, and they also have bioactives. And I call a mango, by the way, a mango is a stone fruit, but I call mangoes and stone fruit grand slammers of foods. These are foods, a whole table of foods I have in my book that all activate all 5 defense systems at the same time, including the immune system. So you can slam it out of the park by eating these foods. Mango is one of my favorites. Tasty, juicy, sweet. You get vitamins, good minerals, and it actually contains these natural bioactives that actually can help boost your immune system.
Mango contains vitamin C, carotenoids, fiber, and natural plant compounds like mangiferin, which help reduce inflammation and protect your cells from daily wear and tear. Some lab studies have also found that mango compounds can slow the growth of certain cancer cells. The best way to think about it is this: mango can help support a healthier body environment, which also helps protect your natural repair systems, including stem cells, when it's part of a balanced, plant-rich diet. How to eat it. Prepare it.
Let's see, what can I tell you about mangoes that I like to do with mangoes? Well, of course, I love to eat just sliced ripe mango. Okay, and you can even cook with green mango. Take a look at some Thai dishes for with green mango. But you can make a smoothie. You can make a shake out of a mango. Uh, what I would tell you is if you're going to use mango in a smoothie or shake, be very careful because it does have a lot of sugar, and you can actually make a pretty tall glass with a bunch of mangoes in it. And that's a lot of the big sugar load. So I prefer to recommend that you actually eat sliced ripe fruit. Make sure it's ripe. You'll give the mango gives a little bit. That's actually the best way to actually have it. If you cooked chicken, for example, and if you do eat chicken, I encourage you to eat the thigh because chicken thigh contains vitamin K2. That's a bioactive that's actually been shown to cut off the blood supply to tumors. Okay, also lower the overall incidence of heart cardiovascular disease as well. But you can actually cook chicken thighs, for example, with some veggies, but you can actually add sliced mango to it as well. That's kind of a Thai dish. All right. If you want to look into it further for a recipe, just go to Google, type mango and chicken and Thai and recipe, hit search, click on the video, and you'll find somebody showing you exactly how to do it, and then they'll give you the recipe as well. So I love mango. It's really a delicious tropical fruit with mangiferin in it. All right.
Mango can be a healthy part of your diet, but it's not a substitute for medical treatment. So if you have cancer, diabetes, or any serious health condition, it's always best to follow your doctor's advice first.